Did you know that your healthy evening salad could be quietly increasing your stroke risk? Let me tell you about Robert, a 67-year-old retired teacher from Ohio. Every evening after dinner, Robert would prepare what he called his power bowl, a massive salad loaded with spinach, raw carrots, and beets. He was proud of his healthy habits and often bragged to his neighbors about eating more vegetables than people half his age. But one Tuesday morning, while watering his tomatoes, Robert suddenly felt dizzy and confused. His words became slurred, and his left arm went numb. His wife Linda rushed him to the hospital where doctors diagnosed him with a transient ischemic attack, what many call a mini-stroke. The surprising discovery: Robert's evening vegetable routine, combined with his blood pressure medication, had likely contributed to the dangerous blood clot that temporarily blocked circulation to his brain. Have you ever wondered why you sometimes feel lightheaded in the morning? Or why your memory seems foggy after what you thought was a perfectly healthy dinner? The answer might be hiding in your refrigerator's vegetable drawer. Welcome to your trusted home for senior health wisdom. I am here to share science-based insights that can help you live healthier, longer, and with more confidence every single day. Today, we are exploring a lesser-known truth that could protect your brain. Certain vegetables, while incredibly nutritious, can become risky for adults over 60 when eaten at specific times or combined with common medications. If staying sharp, strong point, and independent matters to you, subscribe right now. Let us dive into this important topic together. Why wood vegetables? Foods we have been told our entire lives are nothing but beneficial, potentially pose risks to seniors. The answer lies in how our bodies change as we age. According to Harvard Health Publishing and the National Institute on Aging, several key changes occur in our bodies after age 60. First, our kidney function naturally declines by about 1% per year, making it harder to process certain compounds found in vegetables. Second, our blood vessels become less flexible, and our circulation slows down. Third, many of us take medications that can interact with nutrients in unexpected ways. Here is a simple way to understand this. Imagine your circulatory system as a garden hose. When you are young, water flows freely through a wide, flexible hose. But as we age, the hose becomes narrower and less flexible. Calcium deposits, plaque, and other debris can accumulate along the walls. Now, if you add something that changes the water's thickness or pressure at the wrong time, like certain vegetable compounds interacting with medications, you risk creating blockages or dangerous pressure changes. The Mayo Clinic explains that this is why timing and combinations matter so much for seniors. The same nutrients that energize a 30-year-old can overwhelm a 70-year-old's system, especially during the vulnerable overnight hours when our bodies are trying to rest and repair. Think of it like driving a car. The same speed that is perfectly safe on a highway becomes dangerous in a school zone. Context and timing change everything. Let me walk you through 7 common vegetables that many seniors eat regularly, often without realizing the potential risks when consumed at night or in large quantities. First is spinach, the hidden oxalate challenge. Spinach is packed with iron, folate, and vitamins that support brain health. However, it is also extremely high in oxalates, naturally occurring compounds that can bind with calcium in your bloodstream to form crystals. For seniors taking calcium supplements or those with kidney concerns, these crystals can accumulate in small blood vessels, particularly in the brain. Patricia, a 74-year-old retired librarian from Arizona, learned this the hard way. She had been drinking a large spinach smoothie every evening for 6 months, believing it would help her energy levels. One morning, she woke up with severe confusion and difficulty speaking. Emergency room tests revealed elevated oxalate levels and signs of small vessel disease in her brain. Her neurologist explained that the nightly oxalate load, combined with her calcium supplement, had likely contributed to microscopic blockages in her brain's tiny arteries. After reducing her spinach intake and spacing it away from her calcium supplement, Patricia's cognitive symptoms gradually improved. "I had no idea that too much of a good thing could be harmful," she shared with her support group. Next is broccoli, the vitamin K interference. Broccoli is rightfully celebrated as a superfood, rich in fiber, antioxidants, and vitamin K. But that vitamin K can be problematic for the millions of seniors taking blood-thinning medications like warfarin, Xarelto, or even daily aspirin. Vitamin K helps your blood clot normally. However, when you eat large amounts irregularly, like having no broccoli for days, then suddenly eating a big serving, it can cause dangerous fluctuations in how well your blood thinner works. Consider the experience of William, a 79-year-old former mechanic from Michigan. William loved his wife's broccoli casserole and would often eat large portions whenever she made it. However, his eating pattern was inconsistent, sometimes going weeks without broccoli, then having it several days in a row. During a routine blood test, his doctor discovered that William's INR levels, which measure blood clotting, were dangerously unstable. 1 week, his blood was too thin, risking internal bleeding. The next week, it was too thick, increasing stroke risk. William's cardiologist helped him understand that consistency, not avoidance, was key. Now he eats smaller amounts of broccoli more regularly, and his blood levels have stabilized. Another concern is romaine lettuce, the gentle dehydrator. Romaine lettuce seems harmless enough, but it has mild diuretic properties that can increase nighttime urination and contribute to dehydration while you sleep. For seniors, even mild dehydration can thicken the blood and increase the risk of clot formation. Dorothy Dott, an 81-year-old retired teacher from Florida, had always been health conscious. She ate a large romaine salad every evening, believing it would help her digestion overnight. However, she began experiencing frequent nighttime bathroom trips and woke up feeling tired and slightly dizzy each morning. Her doctor discovered that Dorothy was becoming mildly dehydrated overnight. The combination of the lettuce's diuretic effect and her reduced ability to conserve water common in aging kidneys was creating a perfect storm for thicker blood and reduced circulation. After moving her salad to lunchtime and adding an extra glass of water before bed, Dorothy's morning energy improved dramatically. Raw carrots present the blood sugar surprise. Raw carrots have a higher glycemic index than many people realize. When eaten alone, especially in the evening, they can cause blood sugar spikes, followed by crashes during the night. These fluctuations trigger stress hormone releases that can tighten blood vessels and increase stroke risk. Meet Thomas, a 71-year-old retired postal worker who thought he was making a healthy choice by snacking on raw carrots while watching the evening news. However, Thomas began experiencing restless sleep and morning headaches. His doctor's glucose monitoring revealed that Thomas was experiencing significant blood sugar swings overnight. The solution was simple but effective. Thomas now eats his carrots earlier in the day and pairs them with a small amount of healthy fat or protein to slow sugar absorption. His sleep quality improved within a week. Garlic supplements present a double-edged sword. While garlic in food is generally beneficial, concentrated garlic supplements can act as natural blood thinners. When combined with prescription blood thinners, this can create a dangerous situation where blood becomes too thin, increasing the risk of internal bleeding, including in the brain. Frank Dott, an 84-year-old veteran from Texas, was taking a daily garlic supplement along with his prescribed blood thinner. He believed the natural approach would boost his heart health. During a minor fall in his garden, Frank developed an unusually large bruise that would not heal. Blood tests revealed his clotting time was dangerously prolonged. Frank's doctor explained that the garlic supplement was amplifying his blood thinner's effects. After stopping the supplement and using fresh garlic in cooking instead, Frank's clotting returned to safe levels while still getting garlic's cardiovascular benefits. Onions create the blood pressure puzzle. Onions contain quercetin, a compound that can help relax blood vessels and lower blood pressure. While this is generally beneficial, seniors taking blood pressure medications can experience dangerous drops in blood pressure, especially when consuming large amounts in the evening. Barbara, a 76-year-old retired nurse from Oregon, loved making French onion soup for dinner. She would often use 3 or 4 large onions in her recipe. Barbara began experiencing dizziness when standing up from her chair and occasional confusion in the evenings. Her blood pressure monitoring revealed significant drops after her onion-heavy dinners. By reducing the portion size and eating onion-rich meals earlier in the day, Barbara's blood pressure stabilized and her evening clarity returned. Finally, beets present the nitrate overload. Beets are rich in nitrates, which convert to nitric oxide in the body and can dramatically lower blood pressure. While this can be beneficial, seniors with existing blood pressure issues or those taking blood pressure medications can experience dangerous pressure drops, especially at night. Helen, a 78-year-old retired seamstress from Wisconsin, had read about beet juice's benefits for circulation. She began drinking a large glass every evening while watching her favorite shows. One night, Helen fainted while getting up to use the bathroom. Emergency responders found her blood pressure had dropped to dangerously low levels. Helen's doctor explained that her evening beet juice combined with her blood pressure medication was causing severe nighttime hypotension. Now Helen enjoys smaller amounts of beets with lunch, and her blood pressure remains stable throughout the day. Have you been eating any of these vegetables regularly in the evening? Do not worry. The goal is not to eliminate these nutritious foods, but to time them better and choose safer alternatives for nighttime meals. Now that we understand the challenges, let us explore safer, equally nutritious alternatives that you can enjoy without worry. Consider kale or arugula as lower oxalate champions. Both kale and arugula provide excellent nutrition with significantly lower oxalate content than spinach. According to the Journal of Nutrition, these greens offer similar levels of vitamins A, C, and K without the oxalate concerns. Here is a preparation tip. Lightly steam kale with a drizzle of olive oil and lemon juice. The steaming breaks down tough fibers, making nutrients more available, while the healthy fats help absorb fat-soluble vitamins. Arugula works beautifully in morning salads with avocado and nuts. Research from Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health shows that consuming these greens earlier in the day maximizes their antioxidant benefits, while giving your kidneys plenty of time to process any compounds before sleep. Cauliflower serves as the gentler cruciferous choice. Cauliflower provides many of broccoli's benefits with about 40% less vitamin K, making it safer for those on blood thinners. A study published in the Cleveland Clinic Health Library notes that cauliflower's consistent vitamin K content makes it easier to maintain stable medication levels. Try roasting cauliflower with turmeric and black pepper. The combination enhances anti-inflammatory properties while creating a delicious brain-healthy side dish. The NIH recommends this preparation method for optimal nutrient absorption. Cucumbers act as nature's hydration helper. Unlike romaine cucumbers, actually support hydration with their high water content and natural electrolytes. They are perfect for evening consumption because they provide gentle nutrition without diuretic effects. Create a refreshing evening salad with sliced cucumbers, avocado, and a pinch of sea salt. This combination supports healthy blood pressure and provides potassium for heart health without risking dehydration. Zucchini offers blood sugar-friendly benefits. With a low glycemic index, zucchini will not cause the blood sugar spikes that raw carrots can trigger. Mayo Clinic research shows that zucchini's high potassium content actually helps stabilize blood pressure overnight. Sauté zucchini lightly in olive oil with herbs for a satisfying dinner side. The combination of fiber and healthy fats helps maintain steady blood sugar levels throughout the night. Fresh garlic in cooking provides maximum benefit with minimum risk. Using fresh garlic in cooking provides cardiovascular benefits without the concentrated blood-thinning effects of supplements. The National Institute on Aging recommends this approach for seniors on medications. Add minced fresh garlic to your cooking during the last few minutes. This preserves the beneficial compounds while keeping concentrations at safe levels. 1 to 2 cloves per meal is typically safe for most seniors. Leeks serve as a milder onion alternative. Leeks provide similar flavonoids to onions, but with gentler effects on blood pressure. They are particularly good sautéed with eggs for breakfast or in light soups for lunch. Research suggests consuming leeks before 6 p.m. gives your body time to process their compounds before your blood pressure naturally drops during sleep. Beet greens offer nutrition without the nitrate overload. The leafy tops of beets contain many of the same nutrients as the roots, but with significantly fewer nitrates. They are excellent in morning omelets or light lunchtime sautés. Use beet greens within a day or two of purchase for maximum freshness and nutrition. They pair beautifully with eggs and provide iron without the blood pressure concerns of beetroots. Try incorporating one of these alternatives tomorrow morning and pay attention to how you feel throughout the day. Many of my viewers report increased energy and better sleep within just a few days of making these simple swaps. Let me tell you about Ruth, a 73-year-old grandmother from North Carolina who thought her best days were behind her. Ruth had been experiencing morning dizziness, afternoon fatigue, and what she called brain fog for nearly 2 years. Her doctors could not find anything seriously wrong, but Ruth felt like she was slowly losing herself. Then Ruth learned about timing her vegetables differently. She moved her large salads from dinner to lunch, swapped her evening spinach smoothie for a morning kale drink, and started ending her day with cucumber water instead of her usual beet juice. Within 3 weeks, something remarkable happened. Ruth woke up clear-headed for the first time in months. Her energy lasted throughout the day. Most importantly, she felt like herself again. Sharp, confident, and ready to enjoy her grandchildren's visits. I had no idea that such simple changes could make such a big difference. Ruth told me in her follow-up message. I feel like I have gotten years of my life back. Please note that Ruth's experience, like all personal stories shared here, represents her individual journey and results. Every person's health situation is unique, and what worked for Ruth may not work exactly the same way for everyone. You deserve to feel that clarity and energy again. Your brain deserves the best care you can give it. Sometimes the most powerful changes are the smallest ones, like simply moving when you eat certain foods. Here is your challenge. Pick just one vegetable from our avoid at night list that you currently eat in the evening. This week, try eating it at lunch instead, or swap it for one of our safer alternatives. Pay attention to how you feel in the morning. Notice your energy, your clarity, your overall sense of well-being. Cool. Ready to reclaim your sharpest, most energetic self. Subscribe right now so you do not miss our next episode where we will explore the 5 best brain-protecting foods that seniors should eat every single day. Your future self will thank you. Let me address some frequently asked questions. A common question I hear is, I have been eating spinach every day for years and feel fine. Should I stop completely? You do not need to eliminate spinach entirely. The key is moderation and timing. Try eating it earlier in the day, rotating it with other greens like kale or arugula, and avoiding it within 4 hours of taking calcium supplements. If you are on blood thinners or have kidney concerns, discuss your spinach intake with your healthcare provider. Another question is, what about cooked versus raw vegetables? Does cooking change the risks? Cooking can reduce some concerns. For example, lightly steamed spinach has lower oxalate availability than raw spinach. Cooked carrots have a more gradual effect on blood sugar than raw ones. However, cooking does not eliminate all concerns, especially for those on medications. The timing and portion size still matter. I also hear, I take warfarin. Can I ever eat broccoli again? Yes, but consistency is crucial. Work with your doctor or a registered dietitian to determine a safe, regular amount of vitamin K-rich foods you can include in your daily routine. The problem is not the broccoli itself. It is the inconsistent intake that causes dangerous fluctuations in your medication's effectiveness. People ask, are frozen vegetables different from fresh ones regarding these risks? Frozen vegetables generally have similar nutrient profiles to fresh ones, so the same timing and combination concerns apply. However, some frozen vegetables may have slightly lower concentrations of certain compounds due to blanching before freezing. This does not eliminate the need for caution, especially if you are on medications. Finally, what about vegetable juices and smoothies? Juices and smoothies concentrate vegetables, which can intensify both benefits and risks. A smoothie with 3 cups of spinach delivers much more oxalate than eating those same leaves in a salad throughout the day. If you enjoy vegetable drinks, consider smaller portions, morning timing, and rotating your ingredients regularly. Here is your actionable summary. Consider avoiding large spinach servings at night due to high oxalates that can form crystals with calcium. Instead, try kale or arugula at lunch for brain circulation support without crystal formation. Avoid inconsistent broccoli consumption as vitamin K interferes with blood thinners. Replace with regular small cauliflower portions for stable medication effectiveness. Skip romaine lettuce in the evening as its mild diuretic effects cause overnight dehydration. Choose cucumbers in evening salads for natural hydration support. Avoid raw carrots alone as blood sugar spikes create vessel stress. Try cooked zucchini with healthy fats for stable blood sugar overnight. Skip garlic supplements as they over-concentrate blood-thinning effects. Use fresh garlic in cooking with 1 to 2 cloves for heart benefits without bleeding risk. Limit large onion portions as they can drop blood pressure too low at night. Choose leeks before 6 p.m. for gentle blood pressure support. Avoid evening beet juice as nitrates cause dangerous pressure drops. Try beet greens at lunch for nutrition without hypotension risk. For your daily routine suggestion, consider this approach. Have a vegetable omelet with beet greens and fresh herbs served with whole grain toast for breakfast. Enjoy a mixed green salad with kale and arugula with avocado cucumber and lemon vinaigrette for lunch. Have grilled lean protein with sautéed zucchini and a small cucumber salad for dinner. As a bonus drink, 1 glass of water 30 minutes before bed, especially if you have had vegetables with dinner. Remember, consistency in timing and portions is more important than perfection. Small, sustainable changes create lasting health benefits. Save this information and share it with someone you care about. Knowledge shared is protection multiplied. The information I have shared today is based on peer-reviewed research from trusted sources, including Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health Studies on vegetable timing and senior nutrition, Mayo Clinic Healthy Living Program Guidelines for Medication and Food Interactions in Older Adults, National Institute on Aging Research on Age-Related Changes in Nutrient Processing, Cleveland Clinic Health Library, Clinical Data on Blood Thinner and Dietary Interactions, and Journal of Nutrition, 2024 edition. Recent findings on oxalate metabolism in seniors. These institutions represent the gold standard in medical research and senior health guidance. I encourage you to explore their resources for additional information on healthy aging. Before we wrap up, I want to remind you of something important. Everything I have shared today is for educational purposes to help you make informed choices about your health. This information is based on current research and general patterns observed in senior health, but it is not a substitute for personalized medical advice. I always encourage you to work with your doctor or healthcare provider before making any significant changes to your diet, especially if you are taking medications or managing chronic conditions. They know your personal health history, your specific medications, and your individual risk factors better than anyone. Every person is unique, and what worked wonderfully for Ruth Patricia and William might need adjustments for your specific situation. Your healthcare team is your best partner in creating a nutrition plan that is both safe and effective for your individual needs. Some of you may find that you can continue eating these vegetables in the evening without problems, while others may need to make more significant changes. That is perfectly normal. There is no one-size-fits-all approach to senior nutrition. The goal is not to create fear around healthy foods, but to help you make informed choices that support your long-term brain health and overall well-being. Take care of yourself, stay curious about your health, and I will see you in the next video where we will explore the 5 most brain-protective foods that every senior should consider adding to their daily routine. Until then, eat well, sleep well, and remember, small changes can make a big difference in how you feel every single day.